Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Penn State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Going to the running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Hartman. He wants to go deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You know, nowadays, so many people go for it on fourth down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on third down. You ain't going for it now. Third and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home. No fourth down for you.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The run to the left. The Nittany Lions will have a first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley. Time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the running game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The comeback on target. Pulled down for the tackle.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The give to the back. Oh, it's out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quickly to the tight end.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after him. And he's incomplete on third down.
I'll tell you what. Expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. First snap of this drive comes from the 32.
32
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They feed him again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. At the 45 on his way. Afterburners coming. The 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, maybe.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
The Seminoles in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A high kick trying to pen them deep. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He makes the connection. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bannon. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
To throw, it's Walters. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Got it in the middle. It's Slater. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touch. Desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get the fumble.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Slater. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the... And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Noles will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Walters. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're
got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Hartman. They're working that left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Noles will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this. Them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Gets away from one, finds room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Back to pass. It's Hartman. finds his man down the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Moving out of the pocket. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They get him down with this off. First and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. A first down run on the doorstep. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, they had bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Walters. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day. But his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got us. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
And back-to-back sacks. It's passing situations late in the game. This is when a defense really earns its money, and they are getting after the quarterback.
Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win, make some plays for him, big dog.
Snags a quick pass on the left. He got goes, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the left side. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The defense going to stop the clock with the time. Everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And they spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Hartman. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. You need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus.